We have a bullish call, as I said, on Disney today. Got upgraded at Deutsche Bank to buy from hold today. Got upgraded at Deutsche Bank to buy from hold as they go all in on streaming. That's how the bank characterizes the call. Sarat, you own it. They take the price target to 163 from 128. Not a big shock, really, I guess, on the thesis behind here of streaming, as others, including, as we have, reported on and talked about recently, Dan Loeb citing as well why he is a huge believer in Disney.
Right. I mean, Scott, if you look at the stock, it dropped down to the high 80s in March. And really that was because the earnings, there was no, nobody could forecast what was going on. Now you've got the direct-to-consumer business that's really executing and it's doing well. And I think Disney is becoming valued more and more as a content company in terms of what they have in production, what they have in their library, and they've really done well in the execution piece. So what you have to look at is to say the legacy pieces of the business, the media assets, at some point Disney has to do something with that. But if you carve it out and you look to the future, and at some point, as we had talked about before early in the show, with the vaccine hopefully coming ahead, the theme parks earnings will start improving too. So I do agree with this. The stock's had a good bounce from the back. It's still not back to where it was in February. It's still down about 5% of the year. I own it. It's a good position. I bought a lot of it in March and April, as you know, and I would keep it and add it to to any new accounts at these levels.
Steph, you sold it in February.
I did. Yeah. Well,
any
I made
regrets?
good money in it, and I think no. No, I totally believe everything that Sarat is saying, and I think it is definitely a reopen stock. And if you believe in the reopen, I do, then you certainly can own this stock, and it should do well because you're looking at back to trough earnings, right about now. My issue with these guys is they have to spend a ton of money on Disney Plus. And there's still a lot of concern in terms of what's happening in sports, what that's going to be. The parks, I think, you're at minimum capacity. And so I think even if we do reopen and they do see better earnings ahead, I kind of feel like at this valuation, it's already reflecting a lot of good news. And you know me, I have a ton of reopen stocks anyway that I prefer over Disney.